You are sitting there with 500 bucks in your savings account, staring at it like it is supposed to do something. Maybe you read some article about starting your investment journey. Maybe your coworker won't shut up about dividends. And you are thinking, what the hell am I supposed to do with $500? That is not money. That is a car repair waiting to happen. Here is the thing. Nobody tells you. You're right. And you're also dead wrong. My name is Wolf, and I am about to show you why that $500 sitting in your bank account is actively rotting, and how a habit that costs less than your weekly energy drink addiction can turn it into something that actually pays you back. Subscribe if you're tired of the same recycled garbage advice that has kept you broke. Let's start with the ugly truth they don't put on the brochures. Your money is dying, not metaphorically, literally losing value every single month you leave it sitting there feeling safe. Here is the math that should piss you off. Inflation runs about 3%. Your savings account, maybe 0.5% if your bank is feeling generous. That means every year, your purchasing power shrinks by roughly 2.5%. That $500, in 10 years, it buys what $390 buys today. You didn't spend it, you didn't lose it, you just watched it evaporate while doing absolutely nothing wrong. You know what that is called? A slow motion robbery, and the bank is smiling the whole time because they re-lending your money out at 7%, while tossing you 0.5% like you should be grateful. But here is where it gets infuriating. The system is designed to make you feel like you don't have enough to start. Come back when you have real money, they whisper. This isn't for people like you. Bullshit. That is the lie that keeps you frozen while inflation eats your lunch. So what do you actually do with 500 bucks that doesn't involve lottery tickets or your cousin S crypto tip? You build a machine that pays you. Then you teach that machine to pay you more. Then you walk away and let it run. It is called dividend investing with drip automatic dividend reinvestment. Here is how it works in plain English, because finance bros love making this sound complicated so you feel dumb and give up. A dividend is a company saying, hey, thanks for owning a piece of us. Here is some cash. They send you money, usually every 3 months. You don't sell anything. You don't do anything. You just own it and they pay you for owning it. Now here is the part that changes everything. Instead of taking that cash and blowing it on something you'll forget about in 2 weeks, you flip a switch called DRIP Dividend Reinvestment Plans. Every dividend you earn automatically buys more shares, even tiny fractions of shares. Those new shares pay their own dividends, which buy more shares, which pay more dividends. It is a snowball, and time is the hill. Let me show you what this actually looks like, because abstract concepts don't pay your rent. You put $500 into a dividend ETF yielding 4%. That is 20 bucks a year in dividends. I know, hold your applause. But here is what happens with DRIP turned on. Year 1, $20 in dividends buys more shares. Now you own $520 worth. Year 2, you earn 4% on $520. That is $20.8. Buys more shares. Year 3, $541. Year 4, $563. Wolf, this is boring. This is TikTok money. Where is the 10 times return? Here is where I need you to shut up and listen. Year 10, your $500 became roughly $740. Year 20, around $1,100. Year 30, about $1,620. Great. In 30 years, I can afford a nice dinner. You're still not getting it. That is with 0 additional contributions. That is you doing absolutely nothing for 3 decades except not touching the money. But you are not going to do nothing because you are going to add $2 a week, $2, the price of a gas station coffee that tastes like regret. Here is where the math gets interesting, and frankly, where most people's excuses die. $2 a week is $104 a year. That is $8.67 a month. That is the subscription you forgot to cancel that you're not even using. But watch what happens when you combine that tiny habit with DRIP. Year 10, you've added about $1,040 in contributions. With DRIP working on your growing balance, you are looking at around $2,200 to $2,500. Year 20, total contributions of $2,080, but your account potentially $5,000 to $6,000. The gap between what you put in and what you have is called compound growth. That is not magic. That is math doing your dirty work. Year 30, you've contributed $3,120 total, $3,000 over 30 years. Your account could be $12,000 to $15,000. And now you are pulling $400 to $600 a year in dividend income alone. Wolf, that is still not a lot compared to what the $0 that doing nothing gets you. The negative returns that keeping cash gets you. And here's the part nobody mentions that $2 a week should scale. Get a raise, make it $5. Get a bonus? Make it $10. The habit matters more than the amount, because the habit is what survives when life gets chaotic. When your car breaks down, when you're between jobs, when everyone around you is panicking, the habit is the machine. Now, let me save you from the mistake that destroys beginners. You are going to see something yielding 10%, maybe 12%. Your eyes are going to light up like you just found a cheat code. Wolf, this one pays 3 times as much. I'm a genius. No, you're about to get wrecked. Here is the thing about double-digit yields that nobody explains clearly. If a company could sustainably pay 12% dividends forever, its stock price would be that low. The market isn't stupid. High yield usually means high risk. At 12% yield, it is often a company bleeding out. The dividend is about to get cut. When that happens, your income drops, the stock price craters, and your compounding machine breaks. A safer path for beginners, and honestly for most people, is a moderate yield. Say 2 to 5%, with consistent dividend growth. A 3% yield that grows 8% per year destroys a 10% yield that stays flat. And it is not even close after a decade. You want rising income from a rising business, not a fat payout from a dying one. So what do you actually buy? Keep it stupidly simple. Start with one core dividend ETF. This is your anchor. It spreads your risk across dozens or hundreds of companies automatically. It has built-in rules that kick out the garbage, low fees, set it and forget it. Put 40 to 60% of your money here. Then add 3 to 4 individual dividend growers from boring industries. Consumer staples, companies that sell stuff people buy whether the economy is good or bad. Healthcare, people don't stop needing medicine in a recession. Utilities, boring, regulated, consistent, maybe one financial company you actually understand. Equal, weight them, 10 to 15% each. Turn on drip for everything. Done. Here is your action checklist. Actually do this today. 1. Open a brokerage account. Pick one with no trading fees, fractional shares, and automatic drip. There are plenty. Fidelity, Schwab, whoever. Doesn't matter, just pick one. 2. Deposit your $500. 3. Buy your mix, half into the ETF, half split between your individual picks. 4. Turn on drip for every single position. 5. Set up a recurring $2 weekly transfer from your checking account. Make it automatic. Never think about it again. 6. Put a reminder in your calendar for 12 months from now. Review dividends. Rebalance if needed. That is it. That is the whole system. But Wolf, what if the market crashes? Good. Drip buys more shares at lower prices. Your future self thanks you. But what if I need the money? That is why you keep an emergency fund separately. 3 to 6 months of expenses. Don't touch the investment machine for emergencies. That is not what it is for. But what about taxes? Use a Roth IRA or traditional IRA if you can. Dividends reinvest without annual tax drag. In taxable accounts, check if your dividends are qualified. Most from US companies are, and you'll pay lower rates. But what if I have credit card debt? Stop. Pay that off first. A 22% APR credit card beats any investment return. Keep your $2 habit running to maintain the discipline. Then, once the debt is dead, scale up aggressively. Here is the part that actually matters. The average person drifts. They have vague intentions, they'll start investing someday. They'll look into it when they have more money. And they wake up at 55 wondering where the hell the years went and why they have nothing to show for it. You are not going to be that person. Not because you're smarter, not because you have more money, but because you understand one thing they don't. The system runs on time and consistency. That is it. $500 isn't a joke, it is a seed. And that $2 a week, that is the water. Most people wait for permission for enough money for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only the machine you build and the habit that feeds it. Buy the boring ETF, add the boring dividend growers, turn on drip, drop in your $2 a week, and Dante, stop. In 10 years, you have built something from nothing. In 20 years, that something will be paying you. In 30 years, you look back at this moment as the day you stopped being a passive victim of the system and started building your exit. The choice is yours. Set up drip today, schedule that $2 this week, and don't stop.